Hello everyone, so my name's Jordan. I'm a health and wellbeing coach in the Mansfield area, and today we're just going to do a short chair-based exercise session, really. So what we're going to use equipment-wise is a couple of dumbbells, quite lightweight, and we've got a resistance band as well that you can get, and you can do a lot of different exercises with those. So when you are doing this, just be aware of your surroundings. You're careful not to hit anything, so just kind of pop your arms out, make sure you've got enough space. And we're going to start by doing just some mobility movements. So we're just going to start with the head. So if you get a chair as well, something with a nice bit of support, and we're just going to look to the left and just look into the right, just to kind of get that neck feeling a bit more loose. And next we're going to go to the shoulders. So we're just going to roll the shoulders back like that. So up to the ears and round and back. And then you can move them forward as well, so roll them forward. If you've got some music, pop it on. Great. And next we're going to do the upper spine, so you can just twist. You can twist the whole body around like that, just keeping your legs nice and straight in the seated position. And then just twisting round. Again. I'll do that one more time. Good. And next we're going to do the lower spine this time. So all you want to do is just reaching down, bottom, and to the other side. You can do this either standing up or sitting down. And lastly, we're just going to do a couple of things on the legs. So we're just going to, all we're going to do is pop the heel out and back. Just pop it out and back. Just call them heel taps. As we're going through this, just make sure your breathing is nice and normal. Trying to hold your breath too much as you go through. And then we're just going to do some toe taps as well. So instead of the heel going out, the toes are going forward. Great, so that should help us get a bit loose to start with. And we're going to move on to doing some of the strength or resistance exercises. So we'll start with the upper body. Do a couple of exercises here, then move down to the lower body as well. So you can do this with or without dumbbells. If you've not got any, you can use some tin cans with food in if you wanted to, absolutely anything. All you want to do, again, just make sure you've got enough space. So this is working the shoulder muscles, the deltoids, and start them in line with the ears, a bit of a 90 degree or just a bit over a 90 degree, and we're just pressing right up to the top. Don't fully extend the elbows, but just a little bend at the top, and then come down. And we can do this, we use like 10 repetitions to start with. So nice and slow, so you want kind of 1-2 seconds down, hold for a second, then 1-2 seconds and up. So we'll do a couple more of those. And again, in your own time, you can do more sets of those. So you could do a 10, have a rest, do another 10, or even another 10 after that. Great. So what we're going to do next, so again, remain seated if you want to, or if you want to stand up, you can do. We're going to move on to the biceps. We'll do some bicep exercises. So what we want to do is hold the dumbbells. You can do this with a resistance band as well. Or again, you can do it without anything if you wanted to. And all we're doing is keeping our upper arms in place. Just bringing the dumbbells up. So you start facing out and then rotating your wrists on the way up to the top. And you should feel the biceps, so the upper arm here, having some bit of tension there. If anything feels uncomfortable at any time, like it's targeting the wrong place, it might be that you're doing the technique wrong. So just take your time and try and focus on that area that we're looking at. So we'll just do a few more of these. Great. So you can pop those down. Again, you can do more sets of those if you wanted to. And we're just trying to get through a few different exercises. So the next thing we're going to do is with the resistance band. So you can do, again, lots of different exercises with this. So I'm just going to turn to the side just so you can see. But stay in the same position that you are. So what we're going to do with the resistance band, so we're going to hold it a bit further up here, and just keeping a bit of space in the band, and we're just going to push, push back. So you should feel it right in the tricep, at the back of the arm there. So you're holding it in place at one part here, and then pushing it back. So again, nice and slow and controlled. Whew, that one really does that. And again, we can go for about 10 repetitions, or reps. So you should be feeling it in the back of the arm there. Then we can switch over and do the other side. Again, you can stay in the same position, but I'm just going to do this to show what we're doing. So again, just holding it in place near the knee, and then a bit further down we're going to push out to the back. So again, a couple of seconds on the way out, and a couple of seconds on the way back in. And just do one more rep. Ooh, great, so you should be starting to feel it around the upper body now. And what we're going to do for the final upper body one, we'll do some a bit of chest. So if you're with your band, again if you've got a band, or again you can do it without anything at all, we're going to do something called a chest press. So the band goes round the upper back, comes out there, and on one side you want to pop your hands kind of facing down, grab the band, leaving a bit of space at the end there, so it should just be setting out at the other side. And the same with this side, just leaving a little bit of space there. Actually, probably bring it down a little bit more. And starting position is arms up, like fist facing forward. What we're going to do is push forward like that. So you should feel it in the chest, so the pectoral muscles right here. So just pushing out. And alternatively, if you don't have any kind of equipment, you can do any form of press up as well on the floor. So you could have your knees crossed and press in, or if you could do a full press up, amazing. But anything that just engages that chest muscle there. So again, nice and controlled, should feel it in that chest. Let's do a couple more of those. Great, so we can pop that one down. Again, if you feel free to kind of pause the video and do a couple more sets that you can do. And what we'll do now, we'll move on to the lower body. So just again, being careful of your surroundings. I'm just going to start by targeting the quads and the glutes, so the behind. So we're going to just stand up and do some sit to stands to start with. So you can do this in different ways. You can push off to start with if you need that extra support, or you can do it without, so just standing up, nice and controlled. You should get a bit in the core there as well. And just on the way down, just keeping the back nice and straight in position. Again, you can do it pushing up, nice and slow. If you're feeling dizzy or anything doing this, probably best to stop it. And again, you can just brace yourself on the way down if you're using the support. And we'll just do a few more of those. Good. Oh, so you might be feeling a bit tired now. Just take it at your own pace. And last one we're going to do for the legs is called a leg press. So again, if you've got a band here, you can do this one, or you can do it without as well. Just be careful when doing this one, because the band, you want to make sure the band is nice in place up below the foot, and you can wrap the band around your wrist a little bit there to keep it in place. You just want to hold it up near our hips to keep it a bit of tension on there. I'm just going to pull the leg back and then push it forward. So it should really target in that upper thigh there, then quadriceps or quads. Nice and slow. But again, you don't want that band flinging off the end and hitting the face, so be careful. But the higher you hold it up, the more resistance there will be on this one. So now we'll switch over to the next foot. So same again, Make sure it's nice and secure on the bottom, and we're pushing out. So we're letting it come into the body, pushing away from the body. So again, you should feel a nice tension in that upper thigh there. Great, and we'll leave that there then. So that was a bit of a flyby on a few different exercises that you can do, and we'll just finish it off with a few stretches. So again, we've gone through the whole body there, so we essentially want to do a bit of a stretch around each part of the body. So just to start at the top, again, we'll do just a bit of mobility around the neck as we started. So just kind of looking out to the right, and looking out to the left there. And we'll do that one more time. And now we're going to stretch out the shoulder this time. So what we're going to do is bring our arm right across the body, and we can pop the other arm in place just on the upper forearm there, upper arm, sorry, to keep it in place. And just push it back slightly. You should feel a bit of a stretch in this part of the shoulder. And we can hold that for around 10 seconds if you want to. You might do it for a little bit less. Or just till it feels like enough. And switch over to the other arm. And again, you should feel a nice stretch along that side there. Good. And next we're going to stretch the triceps out. So we're going to put, if you can do, put your arm up and over, and then the other arm on this side. So you want to grab it on the back of the upper arm, and again pulling it back. If you can't reach it very well, you can just stretch over with your arm like that, and you should feel it a little bit there. Again, if you can do, just holding it up top and holding it in place. Cool. And then you can switch over and get that nice stretch off. Good. Remember to keep breathing at a nice comfortable rhythm, trying to hold your breath too much. And next what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands on the back of the chair, and we're just going to push out. So we're stretching the chest out here from doing that chest exercise, that chest press. You should feel a nice stretch in there, where you can just, if you wanted to, push out right back. You don't have to put the hands on the back of the chair. Good. And then we'll move on to the legs just to finish off. So we'll just stretch out the calf this time. So we're going to pop our heel out, pop it forward. So you might feel like this in the back of the hamstring, but then we can also move it in a second to target the calf a little bit more. And you can switch over to the other side. So again, just popping the heel up. You can pop your other hand on the other leg, other arms to the other leg for some support there. You should feel that right in the back. And then to target the calf a little bit more, we can just push our foot out as much as we can, and just try and stretch out that calf muscle there. So nice and flat on the floor, but pointing forwards. And change over to the side. Great. And last one, just to finish off, we're just going to do some rotations with the ankle on each side. And you can go one way and then change it to the other way just to keep that mobility going to finish off. And switch over to the other side. So you can just do a few of these rotations. Left one doesn't work as well as the right one for some reason. And you can go the other way if you want to. Great, so that's the end. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, keep on moving.
Thank you very much. Can you say your name again, sorry?
Yeah, so I'm Jordan, so I'm a health and wellbeing coach in the Mansfield area. Deliver all sorts of health and wellbeing related sessions like this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Cheers.
thank you.